Hey, hey, hey. Yeah.
Can I say happy Friday now? Is it
Can
Friday?
we say? Can we say? Happy Friday.
I don't even know what it's like to be live on a Friday anymore because,
It has like not been happening for a while.
right?
Fat.
Oh, come into the space,
What's up,
y'all.
y'all?
Welcome.
Yay!
Live.
Gonna wait for some folks to come into the space. Welcome everybody. Happy Friday.
Yes.
Happy
Hello.
Friday, damn it. Yes.
It's a Friday. I don't know how happy it is, but it's a Friday. Child.
It's a Friday.
We here.
Yeah.
We made it.
And this has been one hell of a week, I swear.
Facts.
I was telling somebody, I think I was telling you, Carrie, it's like, it's not even the perfect storm, but I feel like we're undergoing such a storm of epic proportions right now, like weather-wise, life-wise, pandemic-wise, everything, work, everything is just like coming together all at once. It used to be that like you would have one big thing a year, you know, like Katrina happened and that was not the event of the year, but it seemed like at the time it was the event of the year. Now it's like there's 5, 6, 7 big major things happening all at once. I hope everybody is just holding on to your mental wellness right now because it's real out here.
It's real. Facts.
And before we get started today, we wanted to just highlight everything that has been going on across the country this week in terms of weather. We have dear friends in New Jersey whose the tornado hit right behind their home, and everyone in their neighborhood pretty much lost their homes. It's just been really crazy. So everybody who's on the East Coast, our New Orleans family, we are with y'all. Please let us know if there's any way in which we can support. If there are any GoFundMes happening right now, please let us know. We would love to share that. It's just been a really insane week. And we're just sending love to all of our East Coast family, Philly, New York, Maryland, Jersey, and our New Orleans family. We definitely wanted to acknowledge that before we got started today with the show.
Thank you for that, Mo. That's real. That's real.
It's an insane time. When you look outside of your back window in a state that doesn't get tornadoes and you see the house behind you gone.
Right.
Exactly.
It's insane. So, yeah, we definitely wanted to highlight that today. And I know, Carrie, you had something as well that you wanted to highlight and talk about. Acknowledge, I should say.
Thank you. I mean, like it's been said with my sisters here, it's been some crazy times, and it's just like it's not letting up. But wanted to send my love to the spirit of Kenyatta Jackson, who recently passed away really early this morning, late last night. She was rushed to the hospital. I'm still trying to figure out the details, but Kenyatta was the leader and founder of Remembrance Wellness and Yoga. She's a wife, a mother of 4, just had a newborn this year. And it just, I think so many people, especially, out here in the Denver community, but everyone that has been touched by her light is just at a loss, just at a really, really big loss right now. She's going to be remembered for her smile. She would walk into the room and just light up the room. She has such a sweet spirit. She poured into everyone. I mean, I really didn't have the opportunity to know Kenyatta for many years. You know what I'm saying? I only got to know her last year. But she left such an impact on my life just because of how she carried herself in the world and how she was sure to pour into everybody that she came in contact with, and how she did so much for her babies and always wanted to make sure that she was looking out for the babies of the community. And I'm at a loss, and there's so many. I know there's a lot of people in the community right now that are also at a loss and just really confused by this news. And so I just wanted to just remember her spirit and remember her love and remember her lights. And, as things are happening in this world today, that we will remember as a people to continue carrying that light and continue carrying that love and to be gentle and kind with one another, because we just never know. We just never know when that last day might be. You know what I'm saying? And so we need each other more than anything right now. And so just wanted to remember her. And there's also a GoFundMe that I'm going to share in the link for anybody that might be able to donate. Like I said, she's leaving behind 4 beautiful babies and a husband. And this was sudden. This is not something that anybody was able to prepare for. So if there's anything that you might be able to give, please do give. So that's all I wanted to share right now. She's my sister in power. And yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. And everybody watching, you can click that link. And if you're listening, you can head to our Facebook page, go under our last video, and you'll see the link to support the family of Kenyatta.
I'm so sorry, sis.
Yeah.
Life is too short, and it's really sad, when, like you said when you were talking earlier, when it happens to a beautiful person, as opposed to like the negativity that you see in the world, it hurts even more. So I'm just sending you all the love, her family all the love, the community at large. I can't even imagine.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you.
We love you, girl.
We love you too. And we're going to carry on that light. We're going to carry on that love, because I know that's just who she was, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Well, thank y'all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into another episode of The Sip. We here on Friday. I hope everybody else has had an okay week, a decent week, a happy week. Please, somebody share a dope story in the comments.
Right. Can we get some good news? Jesus.
Somebody put something amazing in the comments about maybe something that you experienced this week that's positive. But thank y'all so much for being here. We're super excited for our special guest on today. We'll definitely be bringing her on a little later, but we wanted to get into the show. What y'all sipping on today? I got some H2O.
I was about to say, I can lie.
Let's see. Good old H2O, man. I did take an edible, so that might kick in at some point.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, a sister has a lot of singing gigs this weekend, so we will be drinking the agua, okay?
Right. Moisturized and hydrated.
Exactly.
Awesome. So we're going to start with our sips and bips for the week. Who do you have this week, Raj?
So mine is simple. I had to shout out my boo. I had to shout out my dude. His birthday was yesterday. Mr. Beautiful himself, Mr. Ryan Landell. He is a Virgo. He is the light of my life. He has changed my life. And he is also the owner of Beautiful. So I had to rep my boo today. And also, I wanted to share with y'all, for his birthday, he's giving everybody 20% off of the entire site. So I'm going to put it in the comments here. If you should be so moved, check out www.beautiful.com. The code is Beautiful Day to get 20% off of the entire site for the full Labor Day weekend. He's an incredible man, and he also creates art for us by us. So every piece of apparel was done with the intention to uplift the community in mind. So I just have to shout out this incredible man of mine. And if y'all get a chance, go to his page, shout him out, wish him a happy birthday. Y'all know he's a very humble dude. So if anybody's going to brag about him, it's going to be us. So we love you, babe. And happy, happy, happy birthday, dude. Okay.
Happy birthday. We love you. Awesome. Yes. So I have a bip as well this week. It is jazz musician Samara Pender Hughes. I don't know if you guys know him. He's super dope. He's played with Common's band August Green. He has his own project. His sister is Elena Pender Hughes, the incredible flautist who plays with Common. She's incredible. Well, he got on his Instagram this week and did a video. And when I watched it, I was like, yes, yes, and more yes. And I sent it to our group chat. And so I won't get into what I think about Kanye. We'll save that for another day. But I do want to highlight what Samora said about him and this culture of accepting everything from men in the industry who make harmful comments and actions against women, specifically Black women. We've stated this before, and I will state it again because it needs reiterating. But I want to mention Chrisette Michele. She was absolutely roasted for years after being invited to perform for Trump's inauguration. Musicians such as Questlove openly roasted her, and let's be honest, we did too. We came for Chrisette, okay?
We did. We did.
We're gonna be honest. We came for you, sis, and your Basquiat skirt, okay? Because she was on the Breakfast Club trying to defend it. We were disappointed in her and we expressed that. However, sis has said on several occasions that she regrets what she did and she's been trying to move on, but Negroes won't let her. She has actually held herself accountable. And isn't that what we say we want from folks? Accountability and then change? Kanye continues to be problematic, including his recent hangouts with Marilyn Manson and DaBaby, men who are currently in the news for their alleged abuse of many women and their trans and homophobic public rants. Like I mentioned before, this is not about Kanye. We're going to talk about him on another week. This is about Samora taking a stand on talking about how we have got to stop supporting male artists who harm women, period. I appreciate this brother for speaking out. He said, and I quote, "We as men can't say we support women and LGBTQ plus people and then turn around and support this. You can't have it both ways. It is not right. We are in such a growth culture where men can get away with anything and face consequences for 3 seconds and then be right back where they are. And men will continue to support them." And he says, I refuse to be a part of that culture. He said so much more. And if you want to hear his entire thoughts, please head to his Instagram, which is at Samara Pender Hughes. And my thing is, I just appreciate him speaking up. Because if I hear somebody say Kanye West is a genius one more time, I'm going to all of my insights, all of them. They're going to just, because yes, he is a musical genius, but he's also harmful to Black folks, women, and himself. So we salute you.
And he also said slavery was a choice. I'm just saying.
Exactly. That's why I'm like to Black folks. Like, sir, we salute you, Samara. Thank you for holding men accountable. And I just thought that was really great because I think a lot of men don't speak out. They have a lot to say about Chrisette and a lot to say about Black women when they do things that they don't like. But the moment somebody does something, it's like, oh, whatever, he's a rapper. Oh, whatever, he's this, whatever, he's that. So that's it. Thank you, Samara, for speaking up.
Listen, you said it. And I love that he was a man who said it because I'm seeing a lot of men on my timeline and a lot of men in the news just hyping up this man and hyping up this album. And that is exactly what I'm not going to do. So kudos to him.
Yes.
Thanks.
Kudos.
Thanks. I just wish that Kanye would use all the money that he has to get himself some real help.
Please, Jesus.
Like
all the access that Negro has.
All the access you have, bro. Like get yourself some actual help. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. So no, that's real. That's real.
So that's my bit.
Let's dig into this BAN of the week, child. Yeah, and I just want to make sure y'all have any? Do y'all have any? Because I'm about to go in.
Girl.
You know what? I had one, and then I said, we gonna let our resident political advisor
100%.
Listen, because I was doing research all day. Do you hear me?
Because sis be prepared with notes.
With the notes.
Research back. So we gonna let
source articles.
Political advisor.
Source articles.
Raj Julari.
Listen, and I'm gonna make this quick, y'all, because we got a lot to do tonight, and I really do want us to meet our incredible guests. So I'm not gonna go too long, but I just need to talk about the state of Texas. Listen, y'all, The state of Texas has a new abortion ban. First of all, what is in the water in Texas? And what are y'all doing in Texas? And what are Black people doing in Texas? And why do y'all keep moving there? And why do y'all keep living there? Okay, I digress. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm done.
The state of Texas with its new SB 8 abortion ban. First of all, this is not the first state that has tried to enact laws like this. Let it be known, Georgia, Iowa, Kentucky, Mississippi, North Dakota, Ohio, South Carolina, and Tennessee have already enacted similar bills, except for those bills were blocked from implementation by federal or state courts. So Texas is not an anomaly. I just want to make sure. Basically, the Supreme Court decided not to weigh in on this abortion ban from Texas, allowing Texas to push a law through that bans abortions after just 6 weeks of pregnancy, when most women don't even know that they're pregnant yet. It also allows private citizens to sue abortion providers for at least $10,000, and anyone at all who they think being the operative word, has helped a woman obtain an abortion, i.e. give rides to a clinic or assist with fees. That means if you send a Gofundme, anything, you can actually be charged and be fined up at least $10,000, not even up to. Any of these people don't even have to be from Texas. They can literally be from anywhere on the planet. They don't have to show any connection to the people that they're suing. And they can sue multiple people who are involved in the abortion and make at least $10K per defendant. So that means the doctor, anybody that drove the man, the Uber driver, anybody, they can literally charge these people, sue them for fines, and somehow they make money. It doesn't make any sense to me. What makes Texas's law different from the other 8 states is that it also makes no exceptions for cases involving rape or incest. That means that a young girl who was a victim of rape or incest has no means or recourse to decide what to do with her body in Texas. Absolutely not. The state is now deciding that for her. What is also super sneaky about this is that instead of requiring public officials to oppose this law and uphold it, Texas now allows regular citizens to be the judge and jury over someone else's body. There's actually already, y'all, a whistleblower hotline website created by a group called Texas Right to Life, where people can submit anonymous tips about anybody they believe to be violating the law. Here's my take on this, y'all. The petty in me says, okay, cool. Let's start suing all the senators and legislators who have mistresses and babies out of wedlock. Not the women, the men who got them pregnant and then who want to pay for an abortion. Also, let's sue any man who rapes a woman or a child from the day the baby is born and charge him in full through age 23. Why wait for 6 weeks? We already know what the outcome will be, right? Since you can't get an abortion. Also, who gets the $10,000 in these lawsuits? Are we just going to have people out here suing their neighbors, lying about them so they can pay their mortgage bills? Who regulates this money? Now, multiple court challenges to the law are underway, including several lawsuits in state court in Texas targeting anti-abortion right groups, including Texas's Right to Life, the same one that has the whistleblower website. Abortion rights groups are also organizing protests and demonstrations in Texas in opposition to the law. I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I'm over the demonstrations. I need some legal action at this point. I need some real people on the ground to do something because I don't know what else we can do at this point. At the end of the day, again, we have a country where citizens are being told that they have a right to be the judge and jury over people's lives, their sexual orientations, their bodies, etc. When is this going to stop? I know how. You start reversing it on their asses. Sue any heterosexual man who gets a woman pregnant, charge him for the child in full on the day of conception, and if he doesn't pay, throw his ass in jail for the remainder of his life. If the mom has to be locked down with an unwanted child, so should he. Fuck out of here. Also, if we can sue a Karen for harassing a Black man in the street, will we also be able to countersue all these fuckers who make false claims against people for abortions? Because how can you prove it? Are you following these people to the damn clinic? Were you there during surgery? Or is this just your fucking opinion that you're bringing to the courtroom? Like, this is how outlandish this shit really is. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it. I think this is absolutely out of control. But the thing is, y'all, this is only the beginning. So my question to you is, how do you vote? Do you know who your legislators are? Are you actually doing things that affect, votes at the polls? Because at this point, the only way that these people are going to stop doing the shit that they are doing is if they're actually voted out of their legislative positions. Y'all, you cannot be asleep anymore. If you have not learned that since 2016, I don't know what else the fuck to tell you, but don't be mad. Oh, and the last thing I'm going to say, I'm sorry, and then I'm done, y'all. If you're mad about Lil Nas pregnancy shoot, if you're more mad about that than you are about Texas abortion laws. You can kiss my entire ass. Black people need to really understand what to be mad about. And it ain't that. And I'm done.
Go off. Okay. Go off, sis. No apologies. Fuck that. She ain't sorry. I'm gonna speak.
She's not sorry.
She's not sorry. She said what she said. Okay.
Dude.
Oh my God.
There's nothing left to say. You cleaned up the floor. She
100%.
broomed it, threw it in the trash, took the
100%.
trash to the dumpster, and then took it to the landfill.
Girl, done. Done and done. What the fuck, Texas? What the actual fuck?
See, and y'all be thinking I be joking about this Handmaid's Tale. See, y'all be like, oh, if me bring up Handmaid's Tale one more time. But don't it look like it?
But
I didn't want to listen.
No, it was too real. It was just because I was like, this is America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It is. And so, girl, oh my gosh, this is fucking wild.
It is.
But here's the thing, y'all. You gotta beat them at their own game. If what you want to do, Becky, Karen, and all of y'all, if that's what you want to do is literally sue everybody for a suspicion of something, then I'm coming to sue you, honey. Don't walk down the street wrong. I'm going right to the courthouse. Don't look at somebody sideways. I'm going right to the courthouse. Let me find out that your little 15-year-old child was out here laying it low and spreading it wide. I'm going to the courthouse.
Going to the courthouse.
Period.
I'm done.
Point blank.
Texas. It's a lot of Black folks in Texas. Like, at least in the major cities, Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. I need y'all suckers to really vote.
Right.
That's like Raj said. Like, this is insanity. What I don't understand, and I'll be brief. What I don't understand is how if something is a federal law, how then can a state come in and then change up a law that's federal? How is that?
They got around it by making the citizens the enforcers of the law. That's what they did. And that's the thing, y'all. Republicans and these people see the long game. They study this shit for years. They've been working on this shit for years. And they find any kind of loophole that they can to control people. But the crazy part to me is you don't really care about the child once it comes out the womb.
Hell
you don't
no.
care about homeless people.
Not at all.
You don't give a fuck about life.
Hunger.
No.
You know?
It's not
you
about
just want
life.
to control what
it's
that
about
woman
control.
can do
Exactly.
with the baby in her belly. After the baby's born, you could give two shits.
Period. Y'all like
pro-life.
Fuck that shit.
These are the same people whose mistresses they forced their mistresses to have abortions. What was the Tennessee lawmaker?
I'm suing you from Colorado. Do you hear me?
Child.
And I'm gonna get $10,000 to pay my mortgage.
We coming for you. We coming for you.
You know what? I saw that Planned Parenthood of Colorado put out a statement saying, we welcome anybody from Texas. We got your back. If you need help, send us a message. We got you. And I was like, okay, Colorado Planned Parenthood, thank y'all.
Right.
Oh, Lordy.
This is why I'm moving. God damn it.
Terry's like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Listen, girl, you got space for 4 more.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna be up in Thailand somewhere.
Listen, it'll be just like Colorado. You set it up, we'll be right behind you. Sis.
Yes, I got you.
Right.
Oh, man. This is a damn shame. But I just thank you for like laying that out though, Raj, and like reminding people of what they can do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Let's stop being outraged, and let's start being strategic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
It ain't just about oh my God, what are we gonna do about it?
What are we gonna do?
What
See,
you gonna do?
Watch our resident political advisor and stuff.
You.
We love you, sis. Thank you for that.
For real.
I love y'all too. I hate watching the news, but it's necessary. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
It's been depressing. But what's not depressing is this special guest we have.
You know it.
So I want to talk about how I first met this sister. So we were doing a special episode with the creators and owners of the Museum for Black Girls. And I was walking down the street and I believe she stopped me like, I listened to your podcast. You have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's how I first met her. And I was like, oh shoot, girl, thank you. Because anytime people like give us love or walk up or just email us showing interest in being on the show, it's always like, wow, y'all really rocking with us. And it means a lot. And so I didn't know who she was at first. And then we go into the museum and I'm seeing Sis's artwork like, yo, we have to have her on the show. So it's been really busy, our schedules, but we were, able to make the stars align and have this beautiful soul come join us. Her name is CyaTheCreator, and I'm going to read a little bit of her bio, and we're going to bring Sister on. Kaya specializes in large-scale painting with acrylic and aerosol cans. She also paints digitally, works in oils, and creates in general. A Denver, Colorado native, her work is a representative of Black experiences. She focuses exclusively on the joy and resilience. She says the existence of my people has been a threat for decades. She likes to portray the strong beauty within us as a protest. Kaya's hope is that when others see her work, they first feel seen. I thought that was really beautiful. Second, that they feel inspired to have conversations of understanding. As she continues this growth, she has had the pleasure and honor to work alongside giants in the field of art and community. She aims to give back in any way she can, whether that's telling her story, being available to listen, a painting that resonates, or just a shoulder to lean on. Currently, she's honing her skills as a painter. She recently completed a 600 plus square foot mural in the Rhino Art District in her hometown of Denver. Right here, y'all. Her current community work includes volunteering and partnering with different galleries and creative companies in the Denver area. In the future, Kaya would like to contribute in a larger way to help Black and brown people to truly be free. Y'all, please help me welcome this beautiful soul to the show, Miss Kaya the Creator.
Okay.
Looking fly and whatnot.
Looking fly. Welcome. You on mute, love?
Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for being here.
Of course.
Yes.
I was so surprised when you guys asked me. I was like, me? Sure. I'm the right person?
Of
100%.
course. You are so dope. Your artwork is just incredible. And every time you post something to your Instagram, I'm really just in awe of your work. Like, Black women are just magic, y'all. We are magic. And I was like, no, we have to have her on the show and talk about her and, support her and have you guys support her, the work that she does. So let's get started, girl. What you drinking on today? Are you in the H2O crew?
Right. I am not in the H2O crew. I was like, I had came from work and I was like, I want them to make me like a nice little cocktail because I thought you guys were gonna be sipping on something, real fun. But H2O was fun too. I got the High Noon vodka soda. So
vodka soda.
Yes.
I'm with it.
Listen, I wish I could be drinking on something, but
I used to work at the Museum for Black Girls. So and then I heard you guys were coming and like it was a big, we had vendors there and a DJ and everything. So it was a long day for me, but I was super excited when I heard you guys were coming in. And so that's kind of how I was like, should I talk to them? And I kind of stepped over there all humbly and I was like, hello, I'm a very big fan of you guys. Yes.
That's love.
It is love. Girl, thank you. We a fan of yours.
Thank you so much.
Big thanks.
You're welcome. So, what's this question, Carrie?
Question of the day. First of all, I wanted to say, Kaya, that tattoo is like really dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
That shit is hella dope. You're welcome. Okay. So, question of the day, fam. Would you rather?
Oh Lord.
Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or be surrounded by people that annoy the hell out of you?
Alone.
Okay. Okay. No, that's it. That's the question. That question of the day is over. Thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Y'all want to elaborate? Y'all want to elaborate?
I might want to elaborate.
Go ahead. Talk yourself.
I don't know. Kaya, you go first. You have an elaboration?
Yeah, I have a little bit of one. I mean, I think, why would you want to be around somebody that annoys you? Like, sometimes they annoy you in like a really like a tick in your neck kind of way. It's like you're just saying the wrong things. You're just being real irritating. Like, I love Kanye and maybe Trump's not that bad of a guy. Things like that. I'm like, why would you on that?
Right.
Donda. Shut up.
Oh gosh, I've been.
Oh no!
I think we lost.
Froze for a little bit.
At least she's smiling beautifully.
Right. This man, life in that.
With so much joy.
Do you want to elaborate till she comes back?
Yes, I'll see if. Yeah, I just remembered. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I get annoyed easily, and I'm also an introvert. So, like on the one side, I love my alone time. But could I like sway these people to like be better? But probably not, because I'm gonna be alone. But no, you know what? No. I'd rather be alone.
Okay.
I'd rather be alone.
I feel you.
Here's my elaboration. Okay.
Here we go.
No, listen. I would have to choose alone, because even if I said choose the people and then they annoyed me, I'd end up alone anyway, because I would have to get the hell away from people who annoy me.
Yes.
Might as well just keep it cute and, be by yourself anyway. And I would prefer not to be alone. I'd prefer to be surrounded by my lovely family, all of you beautiful people. But if I had to, if it was like annoying people versus being alone, that's it. I'm by myself. I can do bad by myself. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yay!
We back.
We're back.
And we're back.
They can't hold us.
So you were telling us about your elaboration. Yes.
Yeah, like I've been kind of moved around a lot over these last couple of months, and finding my salvation and finding my peace of mind and just being by myself. Like, today's First Friday, so in the art community, everyone goes out, supports each other, looks at art, buys art and stuff. And I'm like, I might just.
Oh no! The internet won't let us be great. Oh
man!
Why, Lord? Why?
This is the age of the web streaming, y'all. Please be patient with us. Lord have mercy. She'll be back.
She'll be back.
But wait, what's your answer, Carrie?
So I mean, I like to be by myself, right? I love to like have that peace of mind anyway and just chill. And I guess like when I was thinking about the question, I was just like, at what level of annoyance? You know what I'm saying? Because like there's like people that you love that every once in a while you be like, okay, like you doing too much, right? And so I'm just like, is it that kind of annoyance, or is it like I just can't stand you? You know what I mean? Type of annoying. You feel me?
There's levels to it, right?
Right. There's levels to this thing.
Right,
and so that was just kind of like what I was like wondering and thinking about. Like, so if it's just more so like people that every once in a while, like, oh, you leave your sock somewhere I don't like, or you whatever, like you piss me off a little bit, just a little bit, right? Then we could work through that. But at the end of the day, like you said, Mo, I'm an introvert. Like I love to like just chill and read a book or watch TV or smoke a blunt. Hello.
It's all good.
Even though we're social creatures, like at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm cool with being alone.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But would that drive y'all mad though for the rest of your life if you had to be alone? Would that drive you like up a wall?
I mean, I feel like we all crazy anyway.
Right, girl. With or without people. Let's cut it
now.
Would you rather drive yourself crazy or have someone drive you crazy?
That.
Better the devil you know, child. I know my crazy. Somebody else is crazy. I don't know. I might be more insane.
Yes.
Yes, the dude said misery loves company. Exactly, sir. And the only part I would rather be alone, but with my dude, and then I can drive him crazy. Thank you very much.
Be alone together.
Y'all
are cute.
Right.
This was a good one, Carrie. Thank you, sis, for the question of the day. Now we're going to get to know Kaya. We're so happy to have you. I want you to tell everybody who Kaya is.
Who Kaya is such a good question. I wish I kind of knew more about that question myself. My name is CyaTheCreator because I am a creator. So I would have to first define myself as that. But I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend, and I'm just like all around ball of love. But I guess like I am an artist at heart. That's just what I strive to do. I always strive to make people like, whether that's like, sometimes I do makeup, sometimes I do hair, but I want to make them feel beautiful. I want to make them feel like seen. I want them to feel good. I want for them to walk out of an experience with me higher than they were before, with a higher elevation. So that's always what I aim to do, like give something back to people when they do interact with me. So I feel like that's who I am. Like if you met me, you'd be like, okay, I felt good. She's a good person. I feel like it's me. It's who I am.
I love that. So I would love to know. So I meet you in this beautiful museum space and I'm looking at your artwork like, wow, how did you begin your career in art? Like when did it all take us back to the very, very beginning?
So the very, very beginning, the conception. Okay. I've always been really inspired because my mom, she can draw. My dad, he can do illustrations as well. So when I saw them when I was younger and saw their artwork, I was like, 2 + 2 only equals 4. So I can draw. So
right.
That's what inspired me to take that challenge and start drawing things around me and stuff like that. And I've always been an artist in that way. And I just started showing my work to my family and when I was really young, and they were like, this is so cool. This is so nice. And that validation was really important to me. And I wasn't really good at the other stuff in school. I wasn't the best. My eyes do this trick where they move words around while I'm reading them. So art has always been something I've been good at and I actually like to do, and the recognition was positive. So then I just kept going with it, but I didn't know that this is what I wanted to do even when I was younger. And there was a point in high school where I started ditching class and going to the art room and just kind of seeing, what I could do. And there was this huge chalkboard in one of my teacher's classrooms, and I would ditch and I would go to his classroom. And I was like, I want to put something on there. I want to do something. I kind of felt like I wanted to put a mural on there, and I didn't even know what it was. So I got some chalk. I got, some stuff from the art room. And then from then on, people just started seeing it and that recognition. And they were like, hey, look, this is amazing. And then I saw this this poster called Artwork for Social Justice. It was on a corkscrew board or something like that. And I went to the meetings, and it was actually from Redline, their EPIC program. So found that my junior year of high school, and it was amazing. I didn't even know what we were getting ourselves into, but we did a whole exhibition on gender roles in our community and how we were taught gender roles by the toys that we used to play with as kids. And so what does a pink toy tell you? And it's soft and it's light and it's, quote unquote pretty and it's cute. And then the boys' toys, they're harder, they're heavier, they have rougher edges, you know what I mean? And they're darker. And what is that supposed to tell you of who you're supposed to be as a person? And at the time I was growing up, my mom, she's gender fluid and also sexually fluid. So I didn't really matter. I grew up without any gender roles. I grew up not seeing the typical household, not seeing the typical what it means to be a woman. So I was like, okay, well, I didn't know how much it meant to other people to see that. But, really meant a lot for my classmates. So we went a little ahead and did it. And it was an amazing experience from start to finish. We like created these toys, and we got some from the thrift store. So we did like the traditional girls' toys, the traditional boys' toys, and then we kind of did these remixes in the middle. So that was really fun. We did like a Ken doll, and he had like a short mini skirt on and a crop top, and his hair was like in this A-line cut. It was really cute. He was adorable. And then we did this like Bratz doll, and she kind of looked like, she was going to like this business meeting in her pantsuit and stuff, and it was really cute. And we went to the elementary schools and the middle schools and the high schools, and we kind of asked them how they felt about these toys. And a lot of them were like, I don't know about those toys. Like, this is a boy in a skirt. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel awkward. And I was like, this is so interesting to me. I'm like, it's just a toy. But it's like really interesting to see how much it meant to people to see what they needed to see, like in those toys. So that was really interesting. And then Redline, in the Epic program, they have the artist come and set the stuff up. So they have you come and set up the artwork there. And doing that, like everything else, I was like, okay, art is cool. It's a cool thing. But like that part where I was setting it up and in that space, I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. I wouldn't want to do anything else. So that was an amazing experience. From there, like after I graduated, I wasn't at home anymore, and I was not doing the best things. I was out here wilding. So I'm really glad that her name is Daisy Patton. She was the resident at Redline that came to our school. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey, look, I want to be an artist and I have no idea how. Please tell me how to do this. So she was like, come on, let's go. I got you. Don't worry. And she told me to volunteer at Redline. So that's when I started doing that. And I got to meet so many amazing artists, and just work alongside them. Because the volunteers, you can, they'll pretty much have you do whatever they need you to do. So I don't know if you guys know Tia Anthony. She's an amazing collage artist. Mm-hmm. Yes, she was a resident at Redline, and she just needed me to cut paper. And as I was cutting paper for her, she was telling me about her work and how it was based in Afrofuturism. And I didn't even know what that was. I was like, okay, that's cool. And just seeing these amazing artists work and their work ethic, and me being there for hours, and they came in before me and are leaving after me, you know what I mean? And then I got to help detour out Thomas Evans with some of his things, and that became a growing friendship even after I stopped volunteering at Redline, of just anything you need, kind of little sister relationship of if you need something, I got you. So it was I take a big thanks to my friend Daisy Patton for taking me under her wing and saying, I got you on this. But then also I'm to myself, because I looked out for me. I was like, girl, you were not going in the right direction, because I could be a lot of places.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Absolutely. There was so much of what you said. I was just wow. Shout out to yourself. I also just love the importance of the education that you received from Redline. This is why art and music and anything in the creative field, having those programs, kudos to them for talking to you guys about gender roles and, having you put yourselves out, become a volunteer, able to work under artists that you look up to, admire. That is incredible. Girl, your story. Wow, this is so dope. And thank you for sharing and, being so open in that. That's incredible. So you were dropping some big names that are around here. I know Detour, yourself is included in that mix too, lady. Let's not, so you are from here, born and raised from Denver. So how have you seen kind of the art community shift? Have you seen it shift? And where would you like to see the art community in Denver grow? How would you like to see it grow, I should say?
Well, growing up, I grew up in Thornton High School. I grew up in Thornton, so I went to Thornton High School, and a lot of the people that I knew, they just didn't look like me. So it was hard. Of course, I experienced racism and stuff like that. So I didn't really see any of especially my people doing art, and I didn't really I didn't see any of it at all until I left. But I remember, so there's the 12 that runs all the way down Washington from North Glen all the way down. And we used to take the bus all the time. So I would get on that bus to go to Elitch's. And the stopping point was my auntie's house right at 30th and Downing. So right in the Five Points area, we would like stop, check in. My mom, let her know, hey, can you text her, let her know that we're good. And then we would head off to light rail to Elitch's. And I didn't know any of that was changing. Like I had saw a CrossFit kind of thing happening, and I was like, there's a lot more white people than there usually is. Like, that's kind of weird. But as it was changing, I had no idea. Like, it was like changing right under my nose. And I'm like, oh, I missed out on that. You know what I mean? But then I was so young. I was like 16. I was like, I didn't know what the hell to do. But yeah, like now where I see it is, being able to be in the community and like, brands like False Ego, IRL Gallery, and, adult entertainment, like these young Black people that are like, we're not going anywhere. We are going to take a stand and we're going to do this our way. Even like the Color of Fashion show, like Black creatives everywhere are just like, this is what we're doing. So I feel like the way that it's going right now, the way that it's headed can only be that we're really going to look to each other in our community and be like, how can we uplift and bring the next person and the next person and the next person? Because I mean, honestly, especially my artist friends, we have like this huge group chat and we're just like, every single opportunity that we have, we send it in there. We're like, here's this one, there's that one, because we all need the bag. We all need to get the bag. Yes. So definitely, that's where I see it going. I see it like, we're not stopping. This is like, we barely even started this race, like the marathon that Nipsey Hussle was talking about. Like, we're a long way.
That is beautiful. I was going to actually ask, like, how is there like a level of competition amongst artists? Because like in the music world, child, somebody will cut somebody else's throat to get to the top or take your gig or whatever. So it seems like you guys are bonded. Is that how you experience it?
That is definitely how I experience it. But wow. I fuck with a lot of Black women and we are not fucking around. Like we are like, we need everyone to succeed. There's like nobody that's being left behind. So no matter what, like a couple of my friends were just in the Colfax Canvas. And that's a mural festival on East Colfax, kind of a little bit further past Monaco or Havana. And we're like, we come out every single time one of us has a mural, we come out to support and help each other, no matter what. And that's just it. But honestly, the guys, I don't know about them. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but we always make sure we're good. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Oh my God. Yes.
I love that. I love that. I actually have a quick follow-up question, Mo. And I love that you say that, Kaya, because that's one of the reasons that like that's something that really drew me to Colorado. Is just like I feel like people were working together. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of collaboration as opposed to that cutthroat type of environment. But like big ups to Black women, right? Doing the damn thing. Big ups to Charlie. You know what I'm saying? The Museum for Black Girls. How did you get connected with the Museum for Black Girls? Like what did that collaboration look like? Were you just I was going to ask some follow-up questions, but I'll wait. Yeah, what did that collaboration look like?
So for like I've volunteered with Redline for a couple of years. I've also like volunteered in another gallery, and I was like, I have experience. So I just sent out my resume, although I don't have like the education that they'd be asking for. I was like, here's my resume, here's what I can do for you. And I was like, I can offer you my time without any expectation of getting anything back. And I sent it out to about, I think, like 10 galleries. And the one that I really wanted to get back to me, the Museum for Black Girls, is the only one that did. So love that. So they were like, hey, yeah, if you want to come in, let's come in. A couple of weeks later, I went in there and Charlie's just so nice. She's just such a beautiful person. And she kind of gave me a little interview. I did a little walk around and we were just, after that, she was like, come in. And I was like, I can start tomorrow. Let's go. So it was a volunteer basis for about 60 days. And I was like, okay, that sounds good, with no real expectation of like turning it into a full-time or a part-time position. I just really wanted to give my time. Like that space, oh my God. Like, of course you like walk into it and and the
I'm
feelings.
sad it's gone. I'm sad.
I know.
She put a post up saying y'all wanted to come back.
Yes,
and I was like,
yes.
I was like,
Don't go nowhere.
especially
Right.
Texas. Why you
Girl.
Texas for real. Like we were canceling Texas. What's going on?
We are
Cancel. But no, I just like being able to like, because we have a spiel when they walk to the door, and it is, we tell them about the flowers around the space and how it's giving Black girls their flowers and telling them that they're beautiful, every shape and size. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from Aunt Vaughn and Charlie. Want to give them their credit. But
yes,
they have like this huge mirror, and to tell this to Black girls is amazing. They have this huge mirror, and then I'm like, we want you to see yourself as capable, talented, amazing. You can conquer anything that you would like. And we make them say that they see that in themselves and that they will carry that in themselves before they go into the rest of the museum. And so to see that, and to see like the girl's face light up, and to see, sometimes their mom is crying, sometimes their grandma is crying, like it's an experience that I will cherish forever, because being able to do that, like, I don't know, 50 times a day is literally amazing. Literally amazing.
Yeah. Can I ask a follow to that? No, like to walk into that space, it's such a healing experience. And I would love to know, like, I know there were some ups and downs, I'm sure, throughout that process. But can you talk to us about like some of the downs, but like what kind of healing took place just being a part of something like that?
Definitely, like, it was hard. I'm only 22, so it's like people, when they see me and they treat me some type of way, even my coworkers.
You're only 22. I just needed to pause on that for a second, because you're this brilliant at 22. I'm sorry.
100%.
Carry on.
I appreciate it. But like, even like my coworkers, and sometimes like my bosses, it kind of felt like, you're 20, we're going to do and say whatever it needs to be said to you. And like, I didn't feel like, sometimes I felt like I wasn't getting the respect that I deserved, because I mean, when you are a part of something that is just starting off like that, you're not just one thing, you know what I mean? You're not just a greeter. You're not just a this, I'm wearing all the hats, I'm doing all these jobs, I'm doing all of it, and I'm doing it with a smile, and I'm doing it with grace. And I felt like sometimes I was like, it was hard. And that's like one of the things that I had to get over. And just, being looked over as a Black woman, and then being looked over as a Black woman because I don't have the 4-year education that you want. And then like being looked over again for my age, I'm like, oh my God, like, okay, can we stop? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's something, and like understanding that that's going to happen, but then to learn how to speak up for yourself in those kind of ways, and to learn when it's just time to walk away. So,
yeah. Thank you for that.
I remember when we came for the SIP, and I saw you, I believe in the beginning as a greeter, and then by the end of the night, sis was on the ground, like creating an entire piece of art in an artwork. And I was like, wait a minute, she's an artist too? And like so incredibly dope.
Oh, that was, yes.
I can't imagine what that must have been like to wear all those hats. And I guess my question to you is, what would you like to see in the absence, right? Like what would creating some kind of art space look like to you? What would you like to see in Denver right now that maybe isn't there, that you and your art sister girls are creating, or whatever else?
It's so amazing. I feel like a lot of people, even being a part of like the Black Love Mural Festival, like, and them giving, I would have to say, over 40 Black women the chance to get paid, get paid for their work. Like it's been amazing being a part of programs like that, and then also like being a part of the community. But if I could have it my way, I would have like workshops for women, healing workshops, because I understand like the grind is like, it's too much. And so last month I was like without a home. So I didn't really have a place to stay. I was going through it. And that kind of not having a space and not having peace of mind and not having like a sounding board, just something to grab a hold onto is like horrible. It's like, I don't even know how people go through it. And it doesn't surprise me now. Like when I used to like look at people and they were without a home and they were homeless and stuff like that, I'm like, what's going on? Like, how are you there? How are you here every single week? You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's not that hard. It's really not. Like you can fall into a dark place and then not get back up from there because it is that easy. It's a slippery slope. So I would want to give women a space and give people a space because like a space to even just be and calm down and just hang out, a space to heal, and like workshops where we can work through that healing, where we can work through this emotion of like, first of all, imposter syndrome, because I feel like a lot of just on the smaller levels, like you feel like you don't deserve it. You feel like I can't fill out that application because I'm not deserving of this. I can't go to that job interview. They're going to look at me this way, or I can't do all of these things because I'm not worthy of it. And I just want to work through those feelings and let women know that they're worthy, because especially Black women, you know, that they're worthy. That's what I would like to see. Definitely.
You are amazing. That's all I have to say. Like, my God.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't really know how to receive that. Something I'm working on. So thank you.
Listen, that's it. You're incredible. I hope the world gets to know all of the fabulousness of who you are.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, ladies.
Absolutely. And at the end of this interview, we're going to, however we can support you, we want to be able to share with our guests how we can support you in your entire journey.
Thanks.
Thank you for sharing that, Aya. It's not easy. This road of like being an entrepreneur and, you know, really reaching for the stars. I remember when I was 22 and just like not even having a clue about kind of what I wanted to do. And so for you at 22, you have such a beautiful spirit and such a tenacity and determination that is really beautiful and really refreshing. And just like Raj said, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And we hope that everything that you want to see happen comes to fruition. Like the Healing Center sounds just incredible. And I hope that there's space for that in the future for you, which I can't doubt that it would be.
There's actually the honey elixir. You guys know about the honey elixir?
No.
No, but
it's a really good bar.
Tell me more. Okay, it's a bar. Okay,
it's a bar. Yes.
Yeah, they're like, I would have to say like a block and a half, because their entrance is in the alleyway away from the museum. So a block and a half away from the Museum for Black Girls.
So
the entrance is in the alleyway right behind the Denver Central Market. And they are, I don't think they're Black owned, but they are an amazing bar and they're offering spaces for workshops. So I'm getting my little proposal together, getting my proposal together.
Yes.
And I will be submitting it very soon because I definitely, it's necessary. It's necessary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we also have a moment for like, I feel it's so hard to me. We hear this story so many times of entrepreneurs who are brilliant and incredible and powerful and creative. And it's like, why does the world not fund this art? Like, you should not be struggling right now to do anything. Like, your art is enough. You are enough. And so I hope that, I've said it already, but the world should support you and open up for you.
Thank you. I feel like with this energy, with a lot of energy, but I feel like with this specific energy and the affirming it, you know what I mean? It's going to happen. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, sorry. Well,
There's more questions.
You got it, sis. You got it.
No, I just wanted to ask real quick, Kaya, is there a piece of art that you feel might be like your favorite?
Of mine?
Yes. Something
really
that you've created that you're like, yeah, I did that.
I did that. Right now, like the thing that makes me the most proud when I see it and when I show it to people has to be the one that I did at Redline. I went into the space and they were like, you can have this wall. I think it was like 20 by 15, which is still a substantial amount of space. But they are like, you can have the $1 million wall. And I was like, I want the $1 million wall. Like that's,
Ooh.
I need to do that.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I was like, that's what I want to do. And I put like my whole soul into it and into completing this. And that's, for me, that's like something really huge. And when I do look at it and I do show other people, I'm like, I love it so much. Also, I'm creating another self-portrait. And it's like, it's big. It's like a life-size self-portrait. And I'm just excited to finish it. I'm not even close and not even half done, but that has to be something I'm really proud of, is like really taking a deep look into myself, not even just my external, but my internal, and trying to really create that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Thank
And
you for the question.
absolutely. And for those of y'all watching, we are sharing her website right now. I'm going to make sure I put it in the chat. So be sure to check it out.
Yes, that is a portfolio. You cannot purchase anything. You can contact me though. You can't purchase anything from the website. I still haven't figured that out yet. It's kind of.
You can contact me.
But yes, please hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in any prints or anything. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
And what do you need help with? Like, for instance, do you need people do you need people with tech support, or are there any folks in our network who like know how to do commerce stuff who could help us sister out? Like,
Definitely.
let
Like
us cross
tech
connect.
support is a lot. I hate looking at computers, so I'm like, if I can get my hand on a paintbrush,
I'm trying to tell you.
if I could paint my website, I really would, but it doesn't work like that. So yes, tech support. And yeah, I think, and then like also taxes. I have no idea how to do that as an artist. So
I got you, sis.
Yes.
Girl. Can I come to that class too?
Nick is the guru when it comes to that.
Because they be stressing me out.
Honey, listen, I've been doing these taxes since 05, 04.
05.
Listen, seriously, if you ever need help with that as an entrepreneur, I got you. Seriously.
For sure. Definitely will be reaching out. Thank you.
This is awesome. Well, I wanted to talk about your commission work because I know everybody watching and listening, y'all hear what I said? Kaya does commission works. And I recently saw something that you posted to your Instagram that just blew my mind. It was an electrical box on the corner of 16th and Market right here in Denver, right by the mall. It is fire, sis. Fire, fire, fire. So we're going to show that to everybody watching. But I would love to know, what would be your dream commission?
Wow, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. I feel, honestly, my commission work, my dream commission would be to give to either an organization or a person that I admire, but then not have them pay for it. So like somebody else pay for it. A lot of muralists, they have like their stuff sponsored by other people, and then they can like just like get paid for the work. But I'm like, no, sponsor my work, sponsor my all of my supplies, my time, so I can just paint something raw and beautiful for like, I just want to give back. You know what I mean? So any way that I could do that, I think that would be my dream commission. I don't really kind of get funny painting if I would want to paint for celebrities or anything like that. Like, I don't think I'd want to do anything like that, but something that's really making a difference. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just find that no limits, to like what you can do. Like I don't know if everybody was just watching and seeing this this electrical box that she just made Black people magic. But all of your work, the way that you shade, there's a specific piece that you have that it is just gorgeous. Everything you do is gorgeous, but this particular one, I want you to talk about it. It's a Black woman and her hair is kind of wild and natural. I think it's kind of at the bottom of her page.
It is.
Carrie, can you talk to me about that piece and like what that piece represented? And I think it was for a friend of yours.
Actually, that one, I saw this beautiful, amazing model on Instagram. And I was like, she is just so unapologetically, Black. And I was like, I have to paint her. So I found one of my favorite portraits of her. And it was actually all the way at the bottom of her Instagram too. Like I was scrolling, trying to find a photo of her. And then it just really inspired me. I like I'm so sick of, you know, the baby hairs and the permed edges and
Girl.
ain't nobody got time.
Okay.
No one needs to look like that. Like, kudos to you if you want to look like that. Like, do you? But like the pressure to maintain that is
Yes.
ridiculous. And I'm so like, I'm all for like the natural, the beauty. And so when I saw her in her hair, in her skin, in her features, I was like, and you know, at the time, I think maybe summer was just starting, and all my friends were, oh, not my friends, but like some of my family were like, I don't want to go out and get dark. And I was like, so it was so weird. I was like, my edges are gonna sweat, like all of this stuff about appearances that you don't want to mess up. And I was like, well, can we just be free? Like, can we just go and do these things? Like, can we breathe? Like, what is going on? So like that is definitely something like that is what went into that piece. And the piece that you see on the electrical box, it was actually created in inspiration of that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I submitted the application and I submitted the photo with the application. And I did not know how small my canvas would be, so I had to kind of rearrange my design. But the funny thing is I rearranged the design and things, and this woman, the one that was like running it and picked all the artists, she came down and she was like, hey, you know, this is kind of not looking like the design. And I was like, yeah, but it still looks amazing. But anyway, I was like, but this is, you know,
It's
this
art.
is what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Let me go on mute.
That's what I'm giving you, baby. That's
like, you're welcome.
yeah,
Right.
right. I think you're confused.
I was really confused, but I was like, okay, lady. And then the side that says "We are beautiful." It faces towards where the mall ride goes.
Mm.
So the whole time I was painting, I just saw the mall ride keep going in and out, in and out. So I knew I couldn't do another portrait right there. So what I told her is I wanted to put "Your black is beautiful," and I was like, when I say that, it comes off my tongue as if it is a normal word and a normal phrase in a normal sentence. But whenever the people hear it, they see it as a political warfare. So I don't understand that. So she said that it had to be something inclusive. And I was like,
wow. Inclusive of what? So
she said, if we can put everybody is beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
Sis. Wow.
Ladies, I was like so dumbfounded. And the cracker, she is a black woman.
No.
Jesus, fix it. It be your own child.
The own people. I was like taken aback, and she can see that I was looking at her like I wasn't even giving her a response because I wasn't going to dignify it with it one. But she said she asked me, and because I was going to wait till she walked away, put it on there anyway, and let that be her problem to deal with. But she was like, "How do you feel about that? Is that something you can do?" And I was like, "If I have to make it inclusive, I'll just take it off. I'll just write something else." Because the people that you are worried about that are not going to feel inclusive when they read this see themselves every single day in this space. So I don't understand that. So I just me and my friend talked about it, and she was like, put that on there anyway. And I said, look, I can't do that. She was like, you better than me.
You should have. Right. Objected, called Channel 9 News, and we would have all showed up and had something to say.
It was taken aback. But then at the same time, I was like, we are beautiful. And as if you can see it, it's written in the same color skin, texture that I did the skin of the people in. And so even somebody had walked up to me when I was painting it, and she was like, you guys are beautiful. And she knew who it was meant for. So she couldn't stop me if she tried.
Thanks.
You know,
yeah.
There's so much I could say. I'm not going to. The whole time you were telling that, I was picturing a Karen with fried blonde hair and little spots on her neck. And you said a black woman. Child, I'm done.
I was disappointed.
That's very disappointing.
Ain't no excuse.
What's the point in hiring you to do your art representing Black bodies?
I told her too. I said, I create for my people. I don't think my Instagram, I don't think my mission statement, if you go on my website, I don't think anything will tell you that any different than I create for my people. So if you did your due diligence and you did your research, then you would know that I would put something like this on here.
Let them know. Let them
that.
know. If you did your due diligence,
you would know.
You know who the fuck I am.
You know.
Right.
Or you should.
That was everything.
You about to find
out. That's something that I was thinking maybe I would have to deal with, like with, the work that I do is like them saying it's too political.
Listen, the gatekeepers, man, like why is that person a gatekeeper? Why is she allowed to be in that space that decides how people experience art instead of just letting the artists be who they are and express the way that they want to express? That to me, don't listen, tell me who she is offline.
Right.
Ciao.
Send us an email, girl.
I ain't trying to, but you listen, your other sisters would have got her right together. Anyway.
Yes. And the thing is I had told my friend about this, the same one. She was like, put it on there anyway. She's an amazing, amazing artist. I'll give her a little shout out. Her name is Yaz Atmore. She goes by Chatty Ancestors on Instagram. And I tell you, her work is like amazing. Like I swear, her work inspires me every day. And her name is Chatty Ancestors because she works with her dead. She honors her ancestors. She honors the people that came before her. So if you want to see that amazingness, then please go ahead and check her out. But she asked her straight up, because the other girl that painted the one kind of further down, she is a white woman that painted Black bodies. She was like, hey, look, I'm confused.
Listen.
Let's talk about that. She didn't want to talk about that.
That is so, I mean, it's so crazy to me that like our existence and our affirmations have become political.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't just like love on myself. It's not like you was out there like, all white people are there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not tripping like that.
Right.
Right.
But I just had, so Redline had the 48 hour, and that's where that was when the mural that I did got like opened. I don't know. And I listened to a speaker, Alicia B, and she did there are Black people in the future, and she did like a billboard of it, and people were mad. They were like, absolutely not political. They were feeling real mad because
we don't exist in the future. I don't make it make sense.
Wow, the
so
level
like
this
is a thing. People are really going to be mad at our existence, our very being, and telling us that we're beautiful is absolutely unacceptable and uninclusive. So that was a crazy experience. Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Okay, I got people. My spirit team was like, go
away. Get you together. Yeah.
But kudos to you for your resilience too, because honestly, and I want, we have our attitude about it now because we're hearing about it, but you don't have to show up to every fight you're invited to. Do we need to fight in these spaces? Absolutely. But kudos to you for creating such a beautiful piece, regardless of the struggle that you went through to do it.
Thank you. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. It'll be the Taste of Colorado is today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So you'll be able to see a lot of the other artists and see mine in person if you want to go down.
Yay. Thank you for letting us know. We will definitely be sharing that on our socials for everybody here in Denver. I just have a couple more questions for you, girl, and then we're going to do a rapid fire.
Sounds good.
This has been really awesome. I want to ask you a question about like your influences and your inspirations. I know you talked about your parents being incredible artists themselves. So do you have anybody, like a few people, one person in general that really influences you in your art and your career? Somebody that you look up to who has inspired you?
Someone that I look up to heavily, no shade towards her. I don't think she knows my name. And I've met her a couple times. Her name is Sydney James, and she's an amazing, amazing muralist out in Detroit. She came for Crush, I think it was 2018 or 19. And Detour was like, we have to have her on the panel that Redline did of like the muralist. And something that she said resonated with me immediately. And she was like, the whiter the neighborhood, the blacker the face. That's what I paint. And I was like, I want to be as unapologetic as her. When she said it, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. In a room full of white people, it would like, I was like, this is amazing. So She's like
Who gonna
inspiring me
check
so
me,
much.
boo? I'm sorry.
Right.
I am here for it.
I just loved her attitude and the way she carried herself. She's an amazing, beautiful Black woman. And what is awesome is that's amazing mirrorless Max, another amazing mirrorless Hyro, and awesome person Just. They did a wall in, I think it was the most recent Crush, and it was the blackout wall. Like all the other white artists, they was doing their thing, you know, maybe some Black artists, Mexican artists mixed in with them. But we was on this whole wall. I'm telling you, it was beautiful. It's on the corner of like Park Avenue and Champa. So if you see it, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's Black people, huge. And it's like Hyro painted a local artist. He plays the trumpet. I forget his name, but he made sure to make.
Is it Wes
huge.
Watkins?
He has a hat on. He always
it's Wes. It's Wes. Yeah, it's Wes. Yeah,
yes, yeah. He painted him with a huge halo around him, like just grand and beautiful. And that inspired them to make a all Black mural festival, and so they did their thing down in Detroit. And me and my friends, we actually went down there, and we like saw like the birth of this greatness, like this great concept of making sure that Black mural artists are not only paid but visually like recognized, and we are not just the pepper and a whole bunch of salt. Like we are here, we are the majority. So that was amazing. And seeing her work ethic, she painted like, I don't know, like maybe 7 murals in a week. Like she painted so much, and her work she uses brushes, and it looks like an oil painting on the wall.
Wow.
It's large scale, beautiful work. So, and just the way that she's an inspiration to me, and I aspire to get to know her more and get to know her process, and her work ethic it's just an inspiration. It's amazing.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. Well, it sounds like you in that same vein, sis.
Maybe.
100%.
Right. You got the determination, you got all of that. So that's incredible.
And we are the majority. That's a powerful statement. Yeah.
Yes. I love that. Just one more question. Well, 2 more questions for you. When you're feeling low and when you're going through these like tough things, we ask every single guest who comes on the show because we believe it's important. And I don't know if you guys know, but I learned today that September is self-care month. And so it's fitting. This is a question that we just think is so important because we are huge advocates of self-care. What do you do for yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed, either in your art or just your personal life? What do you do for your self-care, Kaya?
That's a good question. I feel like there's a lot of things, but the big thing that I do is take a bath. A big bath taker. Love that shit. Like I will be, don't judge me. I have this thing and I will bring a full course meal into the bath. I do not care. It'll have bubbles. It'll have things. I'm in that bitch. So I'll set up my laptop. I'll have like my food, or if I don't have food, maybe I'll have a drink, maybe a candle. There's always bubbles. There's always some salt in that thing, maybe like a affirming bath tea. But if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm taking a 2-hour bath. My phone is just, it's on 0%. I'm not talking to nobody. And I'm just binging my favorite show that makes me laugh. I am in the bath. I'm getting all pruny, and I'm not getting out of that thing until probably the sun goes down. I'm in that thing. So definitely that. Sometimes I do like cook for myself and go through that process. I love to cook, like chopping the vegetables, rinsing them, sauteing them, and, putting in the oven. Like all of that is just so meditative to me. And it's like a huge form of self-care because whenever I do cook at home, I cook vegan usually. So it's like, all I'm putting in there is vegetables. All I'm putting there is goodness, and it makes me feel good. And then I get to pick out all my own food, and I'm like, ooh, I'm so stuffed. Now I get to go to sleep. So
yeah.
Yes,
I love
that.
it.
Sounds like a whole vibe, sis. Yes,
it's the vibe that's about to be tonight.
Hey, I'm with you. After this week, child, Jesus, fix it. Well, thank you so much for being here. Girl, you are brilliant. You are everything. We are forever fans.
Thank you.
Whatever support you need from us, which we would love to ask you, how can we support you? How can our listeners and viewers support your work?
Awesome. So you can support me in many different ways. I have a lot of vendor events that I do participate in. So if you want to follow me, kind of get posted on that, like get updated on that every week. I do a lot of different cool things. Right now, I'm preparing to go up to Boulder. I'm doing a mural up there for another mural festival. And at that mural festival, I'll be selling my work. So if you guys want to come out, they don't see a lot of Black people in Boulder. So let's go and let them know that we're here. And let's see, I am open for commissions. I do a lot of digital work, and I love doing digital portraits of beautiful Black faces. If you see any of the digital portraits I've done, they're all of Black faces. And I would love to paint you. So if you want to send me a picture, definitely please. I would love to paint you. I don't have a lot of apparel. All I really do is paint. So, but yeah.
That's awesome. And we will be commissioning you to do a photo of the sip.
Super
And
excited.
you, 100%. No BS.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I will be connecting with you ASAP.
Awesome.
But thank you so much for being here, sis. We salute you. We just have a few little rapid fire questions and we're going to let you go.
Okay.
But thank you so much for being here. Thank everybody for watching. And we're going to get into these rapid fire. Describe yourself in 3 words.
So this rapid fire needs to be quick. So the 3 words I would describe myself is intense. I have been called that as an insult, but I have learned that it is not an insult. I am intense. If you can't handle the fire, get out the kitchen. Okay, bye. Okay.
Yes.
Bubbly. I'm really bubbly. That also comes with being an airhead sometimes. My friends just know that I'm kind of aloof, kind of just doing her own thing. But I'm very bubbly. Like you'll never not hear a song coming out of my mouth that's in my head or like a random thought. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So I'll be like, oh, did you know something that's really funny and weird about something you've never even thought about or care about? So I love that. And then resilient, definitely. So.
Beautiful. What is your favorite art or creative space here in Denver?
That is so hard. That is literally so hard. They all have such amazing things. Okay. I really wish I could have got this question and thought about it. I would have to say, like, the space that I feel the most home at would be the Museum for Black Girls. Like, I love going in there, like, and even to this day, because I know that they're doing the construction and stuff like that, I can just go in there and sit and paint. I can go in there and sit and do my meetings, and when I did used to work there, my friends would come and they would do whatever they wanted to do there. It was kind of like a cafe, and we would just do the projects that we wanted to do in that space. So it was a creative space in that way. But then, they gave a lot of free range of like, do you want to have an event? You know what I mean? Do you want to do this? And we would, as Black women, would be able to kind of spearhead that. So I love that space. Yes.
That's beautiful. So you booking a flight to anywhere in the world. Where are you going and who you going with?
So if I'm booking a flight to anywhere in the world, it'll probably be Madagascar. Yeah. Honestly, I want to go to the homeland so bad. I also want to see a whole bunch of beaches. And I didn't know Madagascar was real as a kid because it was like a movie with talking animals. So
right.
I was like, must not be real. So I want to see that. I want to see that so bad. And who's going with me? Although I don't know if she would come, is my sister Autumn. I'd be inviting her to stuff. And she'd be like, no, I'm just going to stay home, actually. Like, no, I have other stuff to do. But if I were taking anybody with me, it would be her. She's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Now, Kaya, get ready for this question, honey. And how you answer it determines. No, I'm joking. Sweet or savory grits?
Girl.
Yes.
Girl. The thing is,
wait, why Carrie side-eyeing her already though?
Like, what she about to say?
I'm just waiting.
Sugary grits, how I was raised. Okay, that's how I was raised. Sugary grits, right?
Yes.
Okay, but
Dang.
I felt the butt coming. I was like, Mo, don't get excited.
if y'all have not tried mimosa shrimp and grits, oh my, I just can't tell you. I don't know.
I do love me some shrimp and grits. I put a little sugar in it, but I do love me some shrimp and grits.
Even when I make my grits, they have cheese, they have the salt, they have the butter, and the eggs. Okay, eggs in there, but they also do have the sugar. So
and the sugar.
Both of them.
Thank you very much.
They get both of them.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you.
We still keep the vote, Carrie. Sorry. No.
Whatever.
This is a question we've been asking the last few guests, and I've been loving this question. What is the best thing that has happened to you this month? Well, it's September, so like we'll say August. What's the best thing that happened to you in August?
Best thing that happened to me in August has been so many good things. The best thing that happened to me in August was getting this apartment. I swear to you. I mean, getting this apartment, I have a door to close.
Yes.
Ain't nobody coming in that thing. Ain't nobody getting knocked on it. This is my door. This is my bathtub. And I have not really lived alone. So this is my space. I just decorated it last night, got all my stuff, nice new bed sheets, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Hung up my artwork, got my
artwork.
I just don't want to leave ever.
Yes.
I'm trying to keep them alive as best as I can.
You got this. You got this.
Yes.
Awesome. If you could be any flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
Rocky Road.
Ooh.
That's my childhood favorite.
Yes, Rocky Road is bomb. And the last one, who would you love to see a versus battle?
Yes. Ooh, it's so good. So good. You know what? My two favorites are Kendrick and J. Cole.
Okay.
So I want to see them go at it. I want to see them go at it.
Yes. I could see
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That could be fun. Yeah.
I think Kendrick's gonna win, but It'll be fun to see.
Right.
I'm with you on it. That'd be fun.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Thank
You
you
are a light. We want the best for you. Thank you so much for being on the show. We are fans. Everybody, please head to Instagram and follow Kaya at CyaTheCreator. And Kaya is spelled CYA. So Kaya the Creator. Please link her up. Tell her the Sip sent you. And we salute you. You are Sister Empower.
Thank you, guys.
Y'all have a
continue to follow us on Instagram. Yes. Continue to follow us, Sip_podcast. Hit us up on Patreon at the Sip Podcast. And we out, y'all. Hey.